Hey Gems. This reading is for anyone who identifies as or finds themselves very interested in a Gemini during March 2019. Looks like it's time to rebuild, Geminis. Now this may resonate with some of you for the second half of March specifically. For others of you, it may resonate with the entirety of March 2019. My intention is just to do a reading for March 2019 in general, but since we're past the midway point of the month, I do feel like for some of you it will specifically speak to the end of the month. But that said, let's see what's going on for Geminis at this time. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups showing up first. Of course, the Ace of Cups here is reversed, Gems. So like I said, it looked like it was time to start rebuilding for a lot of you. And it looks like you're doing so at a slow and steady pace. The Knight of Pentacles is loyal, dependable, practical. This energy, whether you're male or female, moves with a sense of purpose. You also have the Hangman, which can represent Pisces, just the fact that we're in Pisces season for some of you. So I think this rebuilding and this slow, steady, purposeful progress probably began with Pisces season for some of you. Yep. Yeah, definitely. And Pisces energy has probably influenced that slow, purposeful movement, giving you a chance to pay attention to the details of whatever you're working on. It can also be a stubborn energy, even upright, the Knight of Pentacles here. But I think Pisces season has sort of said slow down to some of you. And there's something that you're not wanting to share openly about with other people, or there's someone who's not sharing openly with you. You've got the Fool showing up in the recent past. You've got the Knight of Wands showing up in the near future. So two knights charging at one another. Well, this one's charging. This one, like I said, it's actually, he's still in the picture. It's such slow, purposeful movement. Let's do a little bit like this. Can you see that still? Yeah. So I do think, like I said, I do think that Pisces season has sort of said slow down to a lot of you, and it's been good. The Hangman energy is also saying this character, this person is serene and at peace. They may appear to be martyred, but they're not. They're comfortable in this space of being still and in between. It's someone who's enjoying a brand new perspective because they want to. Suspended between two projects, suspended between an ending and a beginning. I think that's exactly what it is, suspended between an ending and a beginning, because then right after, here's that new beginning. So in the root of the situation, as Pisces season started, you were feeling still, you were feeling like you just needed to take a pause, find a new perspective on something, you were waiting for something new to start because something had ended. For some of you, what I'm feeling is that you were waiting for your new year to really start. Like you didn't quite feel like it was like 2019 or something that you thought would start with the year 2019. You still didn't feel like it had really begun yet. You were still waiting for your new beginning. So that recently came in, that recently started. It may have involved you deciding to take a risk. It certainly involved you deciding to be open, you deciding to be someone who follows their whims and their curiosities, and to be uninhibited, or at least less inhibited with other people, which is why I think that what's crossing you, this Ace of Cups reverse, is someone else who doesn't want to be open with you. Because upright, this is sharing openly. It can be new love, can be intense sharing, and all of those things lead us to an opportunity for happiness, or in themselves are an opportunity for happiness. And reversed, it's someone who's not sharing intensely, someone who's not as open, or perhaps a false love. And all of those things sort of mean the same thing to me right now. Like, that's how it can feel if a love is currently turning out to be false. It may just be that that person is just too scared to share openly with you. They're just not being honest enough. But in the near future, with the Knight of Wands here, I see you attracting like-minded individuals, kindred spirits. This is mystic energy speeding toward enlightenment. And again, attracting like-minded spirits. I think a lot of you are going back to this new beginning that just started and assessing the risk now. Not necessarily regretting taking the risk, I don't mean that, but you're going back and looking at this new beginning like, what really just happened? What really just started? Because now, well, that'll be in the near future, because right now the energy you're in is, like I said, this slow but purposeful movement. See, this Knight moves so slow because he knows where he's going and he knows he's getting there. There's no chance that he's not getting where he's going. It may take a long time, but he's going to pay attention to details along the way, which is what's making it take so long. And he's going to be stubborn about staying on his purpose. He's going to be loyal to his purpose. You can depend on him to be where he says, to be doing what he says he's going to do. He doesn't care if it takes years. He is getting there. He's going to do it, and he's going to do it the right way. So he's definitely reaching his destination. It'll just take him longer than any of the other elements, any of the other, the fire, the water, or the air Knight, right? But he knows where he's headed. He's getting there. And so you're currently in this space of true dedication to a purpose. And so I think you're looking back at this new beginning. You had a new perspective at the beginning of Pisces season. You had this feeling that you should just stay still and really decide what you wanted to start next. And then you started it. And now you're suddenly so dedicated that this is your purpose. This is what you're doing. Like I said, even if it takes years, you are doing this thing. And so now you're, in the near future, like I said, you're going to kind of look back at that new beginning and say, wait a minute, what just started? I'm not getting the feeling of like doubting it or questioning it, but you're just revisiting it from the perspective of someone who is now dedicated to it. And that looks like what is going to attract these kindred spirits, these like-minded individuals. Whatever this new beginning is that's recently started for you, whatever you're dedicated to, and the act of revisiting that. Again, not questioning your purpose, not questioning your dedication, but just revisiting what it is that really just began for you. What does it really mean? What does that new beginning really mean? I'm getting the feeling that you were swept up in the new beginning, excited by it, ready to take a risk, ready for something new to start, trusting in, believing in this opportunity, open to it, really convinced by this new perspective, sure of where you were headed. And so I think that happened fairly quickly. Here's my new perspective. Here's my new beginning. This is what I'm dedicated to now. And again, there's just a pause in the near future of like, wait, what just happened? And it's not to doubt it. It's not to question it. It's just to take a look at it, to take another look at it. And in doing so, you will attract like-minded individuals. You will attract kindred spirits. And fear not. there may be someone that you love, that you care about, who is not willing to be open with you at this time, or does not love you the same way, even perhaps. And I hate to say that, but I say fear not, because when you attract these kindred spirits, you're, any loneliness, any insecurity that you felt because this one person wouldn't be open with you is going to definitely be tended to by these individuals. And we have a King of Cups in the outcome of the situation. So if you're interested in a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this could be them coming in by the end result of this situation, by the end of the month or the beginning of next. Yeah, I really feel like since it's already the 18th, we're really taking a look at Aries season at this point. So this could be even by the end of Aries season, this King of Cups. And if it's not someone else outside of yourself, this could be you embodying this calm, mature, high emotional intelligence energy, right? Someone who observes the emotions of themselves and other people around them and acts accordingly. Someone who could be a counselor, just someone who's mastered their emotional realm. I have to start finding a better way to say that, but that's what it is essentially. Somebody who has mastered their emotions, knows how to change their emotions, knows how to utilize them, knows how to listen to them, but also keep them under control, basically. Like you see how he's sitting on this water? It's almost like he's holding it down. Those waves are not going to rush up over him. It's like his energy holds it down. It's somebody who works with and through their emotions and uses their emotions, and instead of letting their emotions overwhelm and define them, which we all do sometimes. We're all overwhelmed sometimes, but this is someone who's very much in control of their emotions. So again, if you're interested in a masculine Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, I see them coming in for you. Maybe that is the Ace of Cups reversed here. Maybe someone who is currently not willing to be as open as you are, but by the end of Aries season, or even sooner, they reach that space where they feel more in control of their emotions. It's split. Some of you're having this masculine water energy come in and make you understand why you weren't meant to be with whomever's not being open or true with you right now, because this is an energy that fits you better. And then for the other half of you, this is you embodying this energy. It's you getting a handle on probably the hurt that is caused, gaining probably the hurt that is caused because someone is not being open and or true with you, to you. Either way, gems, you are all in some way, shape, or form besting that feeling, that hurt, that loneliness, that rejection that you can feel when a love is false, when someone can't be as open with you or as true to you as you are with and to them. Some of you are just besting it on your own. You're meeting new friends. You're hanging out with people who see the world the same way that you do, who appreciate the ways in which you can enlighten them with your new perspectives and your open attitude, and they can give you the same in return. And others of you are taking it a step further, and one of those like-minded individuals is also a potential partner. So both messages are here. Either way, you're coming into a space of mastering your emotional realm. Either way, either way, you're coming into a space of mastering your emotional realm, and in either case, the insecurity is dissipating by the end of Aries season, at least, if not sooner. Any depression that could have been caused by this false love or this unwillingness to be open from someone else, if there's any part of you that's lying to yourself and telling yourself, like maybe there's a chance with someone who clearly just isn't open enough, that dissipates by the end of Aries season. They either change their mind, or you meet someone new, or just spending time with like-minded individuals sort of heals and cures you of that. Some of you are thinking that this person who won't be open with you currently is a divine partner, and they're not. I mean, it's all, see, I hate to say that. It's all divine. Even if two people just have a physical connection, to me, that is still divine. We are love embodied. We are all divine. All of our connections are divine. You know, so it gets real ambiguous, and really we're talking about semantics at that point, but I don't want to have to get more specific and say twin flames and soulmates and soul matches and life partners. I don't. It's all, some of you are thinking that this is somebody who is a like-minded individual, is a kindred spirit, is someone that could be a life partner like a soulmate, okay? And they're not. Others of you, it's not so much that you're incorrect about how you're defining them. Honestly, I urge you to let go of the need to define the connection, but you're just not remembering them correctly. So for some of you, this person who's currently not being open with you, is not willing to share in the same way, it's someone who's been part of your life before, and you're lost in memories about them, and you're having nostalgia regarding this person and who you thought they would be to you, who you used to be to each other, perhaps, something like that, right? And and I think it's likely an earth sign. It's likely an earth sign. Some of you are quite consumed by this earth sign currently. And I see them being selfish, cowardly, just self-centered. You know, they're in a lack mentality. They need to get into nature, into their body, and you can't make someone else do that. And maybe your connection would be different. Yeah, wow. That was just a guess, but I hear a lot of confirmation about that. Maybe your connection would be different if this person wasn't so focused on themselves, if they didn't feel so much in pain that they had to be selfish, but you can't change that. We can help one another, but if you're that consumed by them and what you hope your connection can be, and they're just in a space of like, I need to be selfish right now, you can't change that. You can't change their reality, their world, their needs, their habits. If they won't get into nature, they won't get into their body, you can't make them, gems. You can't. And like I said, for some of you, maybe by the end of the Aries season, maybe it is this person, the very same person who comes around and masters their emotional world. Maybe that doesn't feel likely. What feels likely is that, like I said, you are remembering them and your connection incorrectly. You're in that headspace. I feel so much confirmation about this too. I'm sorry to say this, but you're in that headspace of, well, I'm not sorry. I hope it helps. I hope it offers you the insight that you need, as always. But you're in a headspace of remembering all the good things. And it's not that you two don't have potential, and it's not that you didn't have good times, but especially if it was somebody that you were already involved with, you're remembering them. Well, if it was someone you were already involved with, you're remembering all the good things, and you're not remembering the selfish things, the bad things, the reasons why it didn't work. You're advised here to acknowledge the whole of your memory with them, not just the good things. And you're acknowledged to focus on your own gain. I'm really getting the impression from this reading that there are two storylines happening. You know, we're talking about your love life quite a bit here, but we also started out talking about you. You've had a new idea, a new beginning, something new that you want to focus your energy and your work on. You feel purposeful about something other than just your connection and relationship with this person who's not being open. You gained a new perspective, not just of them and the couple that you could be, but of yourself and your life and where you want it to head. I don't think this risk that you've taken has just to do with them. I think it has to do with your money, your career, some sort of passion project of yours, right? Or all the above. Hopefully all the above. And you are advised to focus on the ways in which you are gaining. You might be gaining a lot of notoriety, a lot of money, a lot of opportunities at this time regarding, again, career, passion projects, education, whatever else you are focused on, whatever other new beginning you have just invested into, decided to take a risk on. And you're advised to focus on it because you may be having all of those gains. And while you are experiencing that at the same time, you're focused on the one person or the one thing that you can't have and don't have in your life, the one thing that feels like a loss at this time. And I think it's paramount that you focus on your gains. That is what's going to lead you to these kindred spirits. That is what's going to lead you to this King of Cups. Whether that's the same person you're focused on now, a new person who's one of these kindred spirits, or just a new level of emotional mastery that you yourself are reaching, to where it's a new level of emotional mastery that we can reach where this type of energy can't mess with us, can't mess up our new or any of our projects and our other work, because we see someone who's not ready, we see someone who's false, or we see someone who just can't share and be open with us, and it doesn't trip us up anymore. We have this emotional mastery where we're like, well, that doesn't feel great, but I know that means you're not meant for me, at least not right now. And you just know that, and you just sit on those emotions, and you just feel like, okay, go ahead, feel it. Feel it all, let it out. It doesn't matter. It's not going to break me. It's not going to kill me, because I know that means that person's not for me, or that opportunity is not for me. I know that means I'm headed somewhere better. Let me get one more advice card for you, and then we will end this session, gems. The Three of Crystals, collaboration and productivity. I love these cards. I hate that you can't see them as well as the brighter ones, but this is the SpirtSong Tarot by Paulina Cassidy, and you can check out information about all of the tarot decks that I use in this video and all my videos in the description down below. But the Three of Crystals, this collaboration and productivity card, again, is yeah, and then we've got the Eight of Shells on the bottom of the deck, guys. This is about you needing to walk away from this person who is not meant for you, at least right now. There are a few of you who it is the very same person. There are a few of you out there, and I don't want to get false hopes up or anything like that, but there are a few of you out there that this person who can't be open and share with you just needs a little bit more time. And when they see you release them, when they feel you release them and see you letting go and see you choosing yourself, choosing your own path, choosing what's healthiest for you and best for you, it's attractive. It's attractive and it's inspiring. It makes them want to choose what's best for them, and maybe that is you. Maybe. For some of you, for a few of you, like I said, that is the case. When you show them, well, hey, I'm still going to be on my path, I'm still going to act in my purpose, it's really attractive and it's really inspiring them. And if you are that soulfully connected, then shifting your energy shifts their energy. And they feel like, okay, well, suddenly now I'm ready. So for a few of you, this is the very same person. They're not open just yet, but give them till the end of Aries season. Show them that it doesn't kill you for them to not choose you right now. Okay? And just, but, not by putting on a show, by just being that, by being someone who's so focused on their path and their purpose that, you really do have other people and other projects and other gains that mean just as much for you to focus on. It's that assuredness. It's that self-assuredness. When you communicate in your actions and words and vibration to the world at large, and simultaneously this one individual person, that you're sure of your path, you're sure of your purpose, you're sure of who you are, where you're going, what you want and what you deserve, it makes everyone around you feel like, well, that's someone who I want to take a page out of their book. That's someone who maybe I want to be a part of their path if they're that sure of where they're headed, you know? And that's also not to say that you have to be sure about where you're headed, but you can be sure about how purposeful what you are doing currently is. And I really do think that that's unnecessary to say, because it looks like most of you that this message is for, you do know where you're headed. You know what you're dedicated to, and you know what you're willing to do to get there, and it's anything and everything, right? Just about. Exceptions to everything. But yeah, again, this is just re-emphasizing the message that I got from the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Earth upright. These are both, this is the Five of Earth reversed, this is the Three of Earth upright. It's just called crystals in this deck, but it's just emphasizing the same message to me, that you are advised to focus on the work that you love to do. And I know that some of you are thinking, well, part of the work I love to do is working on things with this person. But I just explained to you how you really do that work now, is by showing them that you have other things that are important to you, and that you know what your worth is and where you're headed. And even if that moves you forward, even if the thought that could inspire them to come back to you, or that could inspire them to change their mind and decide to open up and be true to you, even if that's just what gets the ball rolling, even if that's just what gets you moving and gets you focused on the other things that you love to work on, your passion projects, collaboration specifically, maybe just work that lights you up, that sets you on fire, that again makes you feel purposeful. That's great. That's wonderful. That's okay. Maybe it'll just be what inspires you to focus on the right things, in my opinion, in your life. And then it won't turn out to be them. This will turn out to be you being in control of your emotions, or someone else who becomes attracted to that energy, right? Maybe it won't be them. Maybe that'll just be what inspires you. And that will be okay. It might not feel like it is right now, but it will be. For most of you, it's someone else. For some of you, for a few of you, it's the same person. For some of you, it's you. For most of you, it's someone else, because I see the two kings here. I feel and see these two personalities here. So for a lot of you, it's someone else who's attracted to that energy. And again, that's perfectly, it will be, once you meet this person, it will be perfectly okay that what got you moving in the right direction was trying to get this person to be open and true to you. The person you're currently focused on. That's okay. You'll attract what's meant for you. And I do really feel like overall this reading is about you seeing and admitting and accepting the truth and moving forward toward things away from things that are no longer meant for you, at least not for now, and toward things that are healthier for you, toward a higher purpose, toward a higher calling, toward a higher connection with source, with the divine in general, toward a higher connection with someone who really can be open with you in that way, really does match your soul more so. And just healthier habits in general. There's also an indication here that some of you may be blocked by negative habits that hold you down, by unhealthy habits, drowning your sorrows over someone. Some of you, that type of thing. We won't go too far into it, but that type of thing, or just getting lost in fantasy and television even, or eating too much sugar to make yourself feel better, that kind of thing. And that is another thing that the Eight of Water always stands for to me, is letting go of unhealthy habits. That's a way of moving towards that which is healthier for you, that which is truly meant for you, the authentic you, gems. Again, I hope this helped. I hope it offered you insight gems. If you need a private reading from me, just scroll down to that description. All of your options and links are there, as well as my email address, lunartickstarot@gmail.com. Thank you for all of your support to Lunarticks Tarot. I truly appreciate it, and I truly hope that you all make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. I love you, and I will post another reading for you very soon.